Wait, Evie, you need to be in my video too. You're gonna be my traditional Pokemon over here. Okay. Hi everyone! It's been a long time since I've filmed a video and I'm really sorry. I will do an announcement video and update video later, but as of right now this is my December TBR, so I will be showing you guys what I will be reading for this December. I don't know if I'll finish all of these books this month. It might have to roll into January. I'm not sure yet because I have a lot of books here, and these, as you can see, are a few of them and that I would like to read, so bear with me on this. Okay, but the first book that I'm going to read is called The Ghost of Christmas Past by Rise Bowen. And I don't know much about this book. I recently got it in the mail by a giveaway. Like, I recently won a giveaway. I've won lots of giveaways actually, but this is supposed to be like a mystery. It's called a Molly Murphy mystery, and it's an advanced copy, so I can't really give it or resell it. I'm really excited to read this because it's Christmas and it has to do with Christmassy things and a mystery, and I'm really excited to read this, and it doesn't look like that long of a book, so I think I can finish this in a Christmas 24-hour readathon, which I do plan on doing it this month. The next book I do plan on reading, I actually think I mentioned this book already in a TBR that I wanted to read last time, but I didn't get to read it, so I'm gonna put it in my December and hopefully I'll get to read it. It's called Kin, A Tale of Beauty and Madness. It's supposed to be a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, or Red Riding Hood, and it is a part of a series. I don't know if this is the first book or not. I have to look into it. I think it is. It might not be. So, but I do plan on reading it, even if it's like the second or third book into it. I do plan on reading it this month because I like Little Red Riding Hood, and I was her for Halloween this year, so I want to read some more stories about her. The next book that I am going to finish reading this month is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Yeah, I didn't finish this book. As you can tell, I still have my bookmark in here, and it's a really good book. I love this book, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I was in the process of moving again, so I couldn't really pick it up. I mean, I could have read it on the plane to where I was moving, but as of right now, it's still on my TBR and I haven't read it. I've only read like this much of it, so I still have a long way to go, but as of the part I am right now, it's getting really good and I want to finish it. The next book I have, okay, Evie, are you gonna sit there? Here, hold on, I have to press it for you guys. She's so cute. As for the next book, I'm going to be reading Solace Island by Meg Tilly. This is an advanced copy that I also got in a giveaway, and it came out November 6th of this year, so if you want to pick it up, it is now in stores. It's a contemporary / mystery / thriller, so this is definitely a book that I want to read, because contemporary, personally for me, gets me out of my reading slumps, and I'll make a video on that later, but contemporary books get me out of my reading slumps, and this book I felt like would get me out of a reading slump, so I might read this first in my December TBR. I don't know yet. It's about a girl named Maggie, and she, from what I read so far, she basically, her fiance decides to cancel the wedding the day of their wedding, and not in person but over the phone, and it was terrible, and she was mad and upset, and that's where I left off, and that's really all I could tell you about this book so far. This next book, oh my gosh, my bookmark is like a little sticker. That's funny. Okay, well, I use this. It's presented by James Patterson. I'm sure you've heard of it. It came out in October, and it's called Girls of Paper and Fire. This is also an advanced copy that I got. It came out October 23rd of 2018, and it's amazing so far. If you like A Court of Thorns and Roses, you will like this book. So I highly suggest reading this book. It's by a new author, I think. I think she's a new author. Her name is Natasha Nunn. I think I'm saying that right. It's presented by James Patterson, but if you like A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, you would like this book. Although I will say some of it's a little different. It's very dark. If you don't want anything like too dark, don't read this Don't read this right away, but I definitely suggest picking it up sometimes, or at least having it on your shelf to read later. And I'm just gonna show you these other books that I got. I got one for like $4 and another one for $5 at a used bookstore, and I feel guilty because I haven't read any of them. And it's one of those, like, I need to read them because one of the movies is on Netflix and the other one I have already watched the movie for, and I feel like I need to read the books to understand like the detail and the background behind the movies. So first one is Beautiful Creatures by Garcia Stoll. I think that's how you say it. Beautiful Creatures by, I tried to take it off, as you can tell, but it didn't it didn't really come off all the way, so I might get some like glue be gone and take it off later. But anyways, I need to read Beautiful Creatures, and it's kind of a lengthy book, but the font isn't too bad. So this is one of the bigger books that I have for December, so hopefully I can get it done in the month of December. If not, this will probably be a book that I will be reading in the month of January as well. For the last book I finally have, it is Divergent by Veronica Roth. I've decided to get the first book because I watched the first movie and that's the only one I've watched so far. I do want to have the experience of reading the book and watching the movie too, so I picked this up. And the movie is really good. I loved the movie, and I want to know like the detail and the background of the book. I just want to read this book, and hopefully I can get it done within this month. If not, it'll also be another book I will be reading in January. I think these are the only two books I do plan on reading in the month of December and January, but I don't know yet because I got all these other books to read in the month of December. So but I do plan on doing a Christmas readathon, so I think this is my biggest TBR I've ever had. I'm trying to reach my goal on Goodreads too. I've only got 6 books on Goodreads because I haven't read this much in a while, so it's one of those like I need to read these, like all of these. So, and I feel like if I read at least this book, it'll get me out of my reading slump, because I'm in a huge reading slump lately, and I've been watching like booktube videos. I have one on my TV actually right now. I've been watching booktube videos just to get me like inspired and motivated and come up with new ideas. So I do plan on reading this one probably first, even though I bookmarked so many others. And don't get me wrong, this is a good book and this is a good book, but like I need some contemporary in my life. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching my December TBR for this month, and I will have more videos to come soon, don't worry. And I will also have an update video for you guys. And I'll also be vlogging, and I have a special announcement that I'll probably do Friday. I don't know yet, but I might say Friday. It depends. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.